Hi, guys. I've been living in Canada for almost 2 years, coming from Brazil. You guys taught me a lot about Canadian culture. You taught me a lot about Canadian culture. What in each of you, or your 3 opinions, is the most unique Canadian thing?
Man, it's a super Canadian thing to like not give a fuck about your Canadianness. I don't know if that's unique to us, but it is so contrastful with our southern neighbors that you can actually drive, through a town in Canada and see Canadian flags like only on government buildings.
That's the norm, I'd say.
Yeah, we don't do that.
That's changing a little bit,
but it has
now.
actually changed quite a bit.
Yeah,
We
over
put
the
some
last
up at
little
my
while.
house. Yeah, we've never been patriotic, and now we are.
yeah.
It's very
I
weird.
wouldn't say we've never been patriotic. I'd say in our adult lifetimes, it's kind of faded to a significant degree. That doesn't necessarily mean that we don't value our sovereignty. It just means that, I don't know, I think we're just kind of chill about it.
I feel like we see ourselves very much as members of the world instead of
Aspirational members of the world, because the reality of it is we're
fair enough.
kind of not that relevant
There are
a lot of the time, but
the like only reason why we're included in a lot of stuff is because we were included in the big war that established a lot of stuff, not because our economy's like strong or we're particularly influential.
Yep.
We built an arm for some cool thing that floats around the world. That was pretty neat.
That was pretty cool. Yep.
What was exactly the base question? It's like unique.
Most unique Canadian thing.
For me, it's always been our one road.
Yeah,
Our one road.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's that South Park episode where they joke about the only road in Canada, just follow the only road. Like that actually is a thing.
That's
True.
That's my favorite piece
Highway
of trivia.
number 1
Yeah, we only have one.
is the one like federal highway that actually goes through every province. And it doesn't even go through the territories.
There are parts there are times when like a bridge along that road will fall into disrepair, and to
Oh boy.
to get across
yeah.
Canada, trucks and stuff will have to drive down into the States and cross the border and then come back up.
Part of it is
The one
also
road
a ferry.
isn't working.
Yeah, there's no way to get across it, and part of it is actually a boat.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken Highway 1 boat?
I've heard of it, but I haven't taken it.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Dumb country.
That's a good example. I don't know. I think we're the only
Definitely
country
not
in the
Tim
world
Hortons. Tim
that
Hortons is
legitimately-
trash and owned by a Brazilian conglomerate.
I was
think
just
that's
going to say,
pretty
I think
sad.
we're the only country in the world that has a very strong argument for nationalizing a fast food chain.
Yeah,
I think Canada needs to, as a country, needs to buy Tim Hortons and nationalize
and make it not suck again.
because it like.
Actually sad.
I think it should like offend our country that a thing that was genuinely a defining part of our country, which it absolutely was. It isn't anymore, but it absolutely was.
And it sucks
And
now.
it's bad now. And people still remember that and will come to Canada excited to try Tim Hortons and then be like,
wow.
this is bad.
And Canada sucks and Canadians have no taste.
yes,
Yeah.
those things actually get associated together. It's crazy. It's we as there maybe there's some other solution, but we should not have allowed it to become bad.
I think that's a uniquely Canadian thing, is anytime a company gets big enough, it can no longer be Canadian.
Yeah.
Like by law, it seems. Being
seems
listed
like
on
it.
the Toronto Stock Exchange is like
You are
trash tier.
condemned to not become good.
And being owned by, basically you get so big that when it's time to sell, no other Canadian entity can afford to buy you anymore. So you just sell to an international conglomerate, and then that's why the major companies in Canada are mostly internationally owned. There are a handful of exceptions. Shopify would be one.
Yeah, it's
but I
Bombardier.
don't know how long they're going to be hanging around. Yeah, Bombardier would be another one. Hudson Bay Company. Yeah, well, rip Hudson Bay Company.
Everyone in Canada has kind of known
Yeah,
that.
rip ATI.
ATI, yeah, big sad one. What was Nortel? A little bit different of a rip, but still.
Yeah.
I think everyone up here has known that Hudson's Bay Company was going away for a long
Oh, yeah. I
time.
mean, I haven't set foot in one in my adult life that I can
Yeah.
remember. So
Took long enough.
Why would you?
yeah, I'm amazed
Such a shame.
I'm amazed they lasted as long as they did.
Yep.
Sad.
That's right. I think the Hub is Canadian.
The Hub?
Yeah, a major company. I mean, they're a major company. You can't deny it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
they are Canadian.
that hub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, North Vancouver, I think. It came up a lot recently about when we were supporting Canadian companies.
Yep. Wait.
What?
You're saying they're from North Vancouver? No.
No,
I thought they were back east.
They are.
A&W. Their headquarters is in North Vancouver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, A&W Canada.
I
is
get them
actually
confused so much. I'm
Different
so sorry.
company.
a completely different company from A&W USA. I was desperate for food, and I was in the States, and I got a teen burger at A&W. It was inedible. It was completely disgusting.
Yeah, that ain't it.
I would say that if you want to have Canadian fast food these days, if you come to Canada and you're like, okay, what's like good Canadian fast food? Go to A&W.
There isn't a lot. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Or
That's pretty much it.
Get a Costco poutine. Actually, one of the best in Canada.
Costco counts, yeah.
Dead Antisocial says the American A&W used to be good like 20 years ago. Yeah, it's trash now. It's so bad. Oh yeah, Triple O's. Triple O's is good Canadian fast food as well. Those are actually darn good burgers.
You
for
might
being
have a
fast food.
harder time finding them.
Yeah,
They're
it's
nowhere near
Western.
as common.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Western Canada. So
Yeah. That's why I didn't really bring them up. But that is a good point. We'll give them that.